welcome back to the only podcast to successfully drink Scarlett Johansson's bathwater, Bohemian Chat City.
Facts. Whoa. Okay.
What the fuck?
I don't know. It must have happened whenever I was changing the fucking.
Well, bring that shit down, son.
Bitch, calm
God
down.
damn.
You're still way hot in my headphones.
Yeah,
I know it,
100%.
baby. I know it.
I didn't say my glasses, motherfucker. I said my headphones.
Come down a little more. You're fucking.
Why don't you come down on me a little more?
I'll come all over you, I guess. I don't know.
my
What the fuck.
God.
No, sir.
You're the one asking me to come on you.
You're the one that's coming in, Joshua.
Well, yeah. I mean, he asked for it, and $20 is $20.
God.
Fuck.
And this
I don't
is
know
the
to tell you.
shit I
We're
put
in a
up with.
recession,
Fuck.
people.
Already.
Inflation is at an all-time high. Daddy's got to make money where Daddy can make money. I mean, fuck. What? I'm just human. What do you expect from me?
Some decency,
Hey,
Jesus.
can you fucking knock it off, you old fucking married couple? God damn it.
And I actually willingly chose to come on this show.
Yeah.
All right,
it's
let's
definitely,
go.
Yeah. Anyways, y'all are wondering what voice that is because we haven't
Panned over.
panned over. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
We have brought Coach Greg back for another episode, and with that, yeah, there you go. We're bringing him in a new capacity.
A new capacity?
Yeah, capacity.
Okay, just
After
making sure that's
it
what
goes-
you said.
You
it goes-
realize also that it's not a camera pan, correct?
What?
It's
Who
a-
gives a fuck?
Well, you said the wrong
Who
thing.
gives a fuck?
I do.
Shut up and press buttons. That's all we pay you to do.
I put the buttons.
I wish I could see this guy over here doing the dinosaur thing, like the
Yeah,
T-Rex. I have
T-Rex
little arms
arm in it?
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
It was great.
Fucking anyways, we brought him on not only just to catch up with him, but he's also been my personal trainer for the past 5 weeks.
Coach, there's a big difference. and we'll
Coach,
explain
yeah,
later.
because he
Yeah.
really does, and I've talked about it on the last couple episodes. Is he does a lot more than just physically train me. He's helped my mindset a lot, and fuck, I mean, he's just
He sexually trained you?
he is.
That,
no, I didn't need no help.
That is not.
No, he just
factual at
sexually
all.
trained his
There's two things Greg doesn't touch. That's my private areas and my nutrition.
There we go.
That
Wait,
you'll admit
That's
to.
factual.
I mean, this isn't a Diddy situation.
Yeah.
Like, I can guarantee you there's no video that's going to come out in a month of me going, Don't act like you didn't hear the Meek Mill video. Speaking of that, I cracked a fucking funny joke in
Oh my
training
God,
the other day
was
about that
great.
shit.
That was great. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you got to tell me because I don't remember it.
Fucking,
what it was.
so I was doing a workout, I forget, it was, I don't know, but it fucking hurt, right? And I was like, I'm a vocal person.
It was those
And I
lions.
told,
Yeah, like
I
we
said,
did
this
know.
motherfucker, I said, you got me hurting like Meek Mill did in that Diddy video. And he was in the same position as I was, and he just dropped.
I mean, it was just came out of nowhere, and I mean, like I did not expect that. I'm trying to focus. I'm trying to help you focus.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, keep going, keep breathing. And then he comes out out of nowhere with that. I fell out.
I was
But
like,
hey,
I'm done.
I
I'm
mean,
done.
that was
he
the only
kept holding
pain.
it though. He kept holding. I fell out, but he kept holding it.
Yeah, it was the only thing I knew to compare the amount of pain I was into was the amount of
Getting
pain
butt
that.
fucked?
I
Oh,
was going to
Is
say.
that what you were comparing it to?
no, I was comparing it to the noises that Meek Mill was making when he was getting butt fucked.
Yeah. Not
Don't
actually.
help him, Greg.
Allegedly.
Don't help him.
Allegedly.
Well, I mean,
He hasn't come out and confirmed yet, but allegedly.
Yeah.
Just to save face, allegedly. I
No,
may
this-
need us all to say allegedly, just so we make
This
sure.
is one of the podcasts that starts off kind of like when you know you get into a brand new car that's a lot more powerful than you think it is, and you just like lay on the fucking throttle and it just kicks sideways. And you're thinking, oh God, what
you
do I
wrap
do?
around a pole?
What do I do? Yeah.
Oh, no, no.
like,
Welcome back.
Hey, I know, right?
It's gotten so much worse.
We gotta,
All
we
of a
gotta let
sudden
off
you're
the gas
Paul
a little
Walker.
bit.
Damn.
Yeah, next thing you know, you're Paul Walker. Yeah.
Damn.
Well, speaking of Paul Walker, I got a song that kind of fits that whole motif.
Oh, Lord.
It's my obscurest
Jesus.
vinyl song of the week today. once again this week.
So each week, do you want to explain it to Greg that way?
So Yoko found this playlist on YouTube Music called Obscurest Vinyl.
Okay.
And it's literally just a bunch of random weird songs, okay? And there's about 22 songs on
Like
there.
weird, how weird?
You'll find out.
Like
later.
last week, last week the song title was "I Glued My Balls to My Butthole." Again.
Damn. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of the scene in Fight Club when they're in that abandoned house and they find all those like papers of
yeah.
first person accounts of like, you know, I am, you know, like so and so spleen. Yeah, that's what it reminds me.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Hey, you're gonna have to bring that mic closer to your mouth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oops, that's a little too close. Right there, is that better?
Yeah, that sounds
Well,
good.
I kind of probably need to go up a little bit.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
Now, you can just...
Yeah, that should be good.
Yeah,
better?
Yeah,
All right,
100%.
cool.
All right,
100%.
Clint, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Everything
Everything.
and
Yeah.
nothing.
Dude,
God damn it. Anyway, on the surface, the tab's ready. If you would please announce the name of this week's Obscurest Vinyl Song of the Week.
Am I going to... Oh, wait, it didn't go to the surface.
I just need audio.
Okay. I
Yeah.
gotcha. That's right. I remember. This week's Song of the Week is Ain't That a Kick in the Cunt by Jenny Stardust.
It's by a girl. Okay.
All right, Clint.
I was
Yeah.
hoping it wasn't.
Yeah.
All right,
Watch
Clint.
Jenny be a guy.
Let's see.
Ain't that a kick in the cunt? I'm going fucking nuts. How many kicks can the stupid cunt take? Waking up today was a huge mistake. I woke up in a world of shit. Spilled hot coffee on my tits. I think I saw my neighbor's dick. Gross. It's gonna be one of those days. Ain't that a kick in the cunt? I'm going fucking nuts. How many kicks can the stupid cunt take? Waking up today was a huge mistake. How many kicks? How many kicks? How many kicks can this cunt take? Oh!
One, two,
How many kicks does it take to get to the center of a cunt?
In the cunt. And I took out the trash. I fucking tripped and smashed my cash. The bullshit's piling off real fast. It's gonna be one of those days.
I haven't heard it referenced as a gas
since.
since.
I'm going fucking nuts. How many kicks can the stupid
It just
cunt
keeps going.
take?
Yeah, it doesn't end.
Waking up today was
It's
a
almost
huge
over.
mistake.
Should be. All right, you go ahead and kill it,
I like
Clint.
that.
What?
And
Are
getting
all
it.
of
hold
them
on,
in the-
hold on. And ladies and gentlemen, that is my Obscurest Vinyl Song of the Week. And that is why I said it fits the motif of Paul Walker, because goddamn if that wasn't a kick in the cunt that day.
That was a kick in the whole fucking
I
body.
agree.
Right?
Yeah, ouch.
I just like, is every song in the doo-wop like
I have no
genre?
idea. I haven't listened
Guess
to
we'll
any
find
of them.
out.
Is it kind of like what is that?
We're gonna find out every week.
Like what is that? What's that?
That one
Man,
song
you
where
know
he
what?
gets kicked in the cunt?
It'll come to me. But it's basically like a cover of popular songs, current songs.
Like Weird Al?
Well, no, not Weird
Oh.
Al, but it's all like remastered in like a 50s kind of genre, kind of like that.
So the one we had last week, we actually looked them up, and they're an actual comedy band
Yeah.
that does stuff like this. So
The
I
Silly
don't.
Like, was it like
Sweethearts.
Pooh Live Crew?
No, there. Did what?
Have you ever heard of the
Yeah, oh,
Pooh
yeah,
Live-
yeah.
Those guys,
Yeah.
guys go hard.
Dude,
those guys
so hard.
go hard. Yeah.
I got to see them play at Sundance Square at the Flying Saucer. one
Oh
night.
shit,
Yeah.
that's what's up.
That was
I
pretty
saw
cool.
I saw them in like some random like fair. That,
Oh, they play everywhere.
yeah.
They
don't
fell
give a
off like
shit.
Coolio. I remember seeing Coolio at Turkey Creek in Alvarado.
Like Coolio the
Yeah, before he died. This
That's
was back
crazy.
in 2009, 2010, somewhere
That's
around
what's
there.
up. Did you get to talk to him?
No, no,
Of course
no.
not, he's white.
No.
Fuck, well, not that. Fucking Coolio is in that time. I mean, rest his soul. I know he's passed on or whatever, but he approached Turkey Creek like he was playing Madison Square Garden,
Mm.
and
what's up,
like
yeah.
was too fucking cool for everybody. I mean,
Yeah.
I was like,
he's Coolio.
I was like, bro, you're playing.
Well, his name is Coolio.
You're
yeah.
playing a fucking restaurant in Alvarado, Texas. Like, you fell off.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Like maybe be a little more humble.
Bro
but
did it for the turkey.
Well, I mean, everything that I do though, like whether I'm coaching a 5-year-old, you know, to do a forward roll, or you know a someone that is literally just starting out, you know, and moving in mobility, and getting fit, and just even thinking fitness, you know. I'm gonna perform or do that like I'm at Madison Square Garden, just because.
Yeah, no, I get that.
But you're also not going to be a humongous dick to people just to be a dick.
Yeah.
So was he like an asshole?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
okay.
what I'm saying.
I get it now. That makes sense.
Yeah,
okay.
like he was definitely acting like he was still Coolio from '96.
Do you
He's
think
like,
maybe he
man,
perhaps
can't touch this,
glued his
you know.
balls to his butthole again?
He might have.
Oh, is this again? Is this something that has happened already?
According to the song, yes.
Yes.
Coolio glues his.
Well, I don't know if
balls.
it's Coolio, but
Not now. I mean,
Yeah.
his dick's probably bones now, if anything.
Well, there's not.
wait.
Well,
Hold,
you know what
is
I mean.
nobody gonna fucking correct him on that?
You
I
knew
was-
what I meant. Shut the fuck up, you caveman motherfucker.
Dicks are not bones.
I know.
And this is what I deal with every fucking
Especially when you got ED.
Yep.
Hey, check out Hims. Or no, is it Hims? No,
Hims
Blue
and
Chew.
Blue Chew.
Blue
Oh
Chew.
my God.
Hims
Blue
too.
Chew.
Hey, I
Yeah.
gotta say that one time, fucking, you would know because you weren't with us at that point. So fuck you, you can die.
when you took the Blue Chew.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
didn't work. Turn my mic back on, bitch. You worked for me.
It's
It
because
didn't
you
work.
were extra fat at the time.
No.
Yeah, you
It
just couldn't see it, so you didn't think it worked.
Yeah, you were hard. You just didn't know it.
I have. All right, let me hold on.
No, hold
No,
on.
no,
This
no,
motherfucker got to think about it.
no. Fuck
You
y'all.
saw
Fuck
the-
y'all.
you saw the
Fuck
look
y'all.
on his
Fuck
face.
y'all.
That was a.
He had to think.
No,
right.
hold
He had to
on.
think about it.
I feel like I need to
Explain. Blah blah.
I need
blah blah.
to defend myself. I did not take it because I need help getting hard.
Liar.
There was an inside joke about Blue Chew, and then when we had the guys from Squirrels down the rabbit hole, I don't know, they didn't fucking last.
Yeah.
You're not gonna steal fucking your name from us and then fucking expect to stay on board. That's not how that works.
Don't act like we fucking shut them down.
It doesn't matter. We still beat them.
Well, yeah.
And
no,
don't
I'll
say
agree
we.
with
You weren't a part of the team then, so shut the fuck up.
Therefore, it was no team.
This motherfucker.
Dun dun dun.
This motherfucker.
We'll take him out back after the show and shoot him.
Quantum logic.
Listen.
He said, "Without me, there is no team."
Ever
Listen,
since we moved
this-
into this place, he thinks he runs shit.
It's not even that. It's since we have, because when we brought him on, right? I'm trying to think. Was he here when you come on the first time?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
He was my first guest.
Okay. Well then.
Boom. That's what's up.
I know, right?
Yeah.
First guest that we had in the new studio is the first guest that we had whenever I first started.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he
What's
replaced
up?
the guy.
That is cool.
Yeah.
That is cool.
And so when we lost the last producer, we told Clint,
God
we were
rest
like,
his soul.
we don't want you to talk. He didn't die.
I know, but Craig's fucking face.
He didn't die.
Oh, okay.
He didn't die.
He actually still actively listens to us.
We,
Yeah.
we called him
Well,
on the
what's up,
last
man?
fucking episode.
Hey,
Awesome.
all my free weights that I just bought, I bought from him.
Well, I appreciate
Hey,
that. You're awesome.
Hey, grab me one. Beer bitch. Anyway, so when we brought Clint on, we were like, listen, we don't want you to talk much. We're giving you a mic just to chime in every once in a while. Don't talk. Well, we started realizing the chemistry
Right.
was really fucking working with Clint. So we gave him the Clint cam,
Yeah.
you know, and all these things. And
that's
he
awesome.
slowly started getting a power trip, right?
Mm.
But it was manageable until we rebranded and put him on the fucking logo, and it's been
And now
the
he's
worst.
like, look at that picture. I look smooth. I look
now it's
sexy.
a threesome, and he can't
Ooh.
deny it.
and now
Look at
he,
me.
for some
I got
reason,
my beard
thinks
going.
that this does not work without him, even though it was a well-oiled machine for 2 years prior. Hey,
Well, You know,
I would say mediocrely oiled.
So what I'm hearing, so you can correct me if I'm wrong, all three of you. So
You're
what I'm
wrong.
hearing is, I mean, maybe I am, honestly, and it's okay if I am, but what I'm hearing is that maybe when you you know, your articulation of your pride in this show and what it is and what it's become and where it's going and your involvement in it, when articulating that. Maybe think in terms of how is this going to be understood by the people that are closest to me? It's going to be understood in the fact that, God, I'm so grateful that this show is badass.
You
that I
are
love
giving
this.
him way too much credit.
No.
I don't think that
I'm
hard.
not. Actually, I'm giving the show credit, and the show is all of you. You know, I mean,
It's me and Marshall. We just let him be. That's why for 2 years the logo was just me and Marshall.
I still have the what is it, the cup.
The
little
coaster?
Coaster. There we
Hell
go.
yeah.
I couldn't.
That's okay. Whenever I show
use it as
people
a-
the old logo, they're like, "Why aren't you on it? Like the new one."
And then you answer with because that's just before.
I tell
arrived,
everybody
you know.
that's before they were good.
This motherfucker.
I tried.
Hold on. I will
Listen,
say.
I tried.
No,
I tried.
I will say some of our best episodes come before he was on the team.
I'll go back
Oh,
and look at the
darn it.
analytics and we'll find out.
Hermaphrodite Cyclops.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was a good one. Yeah, I'll
That
agree
was
with you.
Mike Soto.
Yep.
Hermaphrodite.
Fucking
Let's see.
Bro Rangers, Pussy Rangers.
Mike Soto.
Mike Soto.
No
Yeah.
Rangers.
bullshit.
Bro Rangers happened with Mike Soto.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
I don't think
Boom.
it did.
Oh, I guarantee you it did.
I'm like 99% sure.
Yep.
99.
Pretty sure
that's
I was
pretty
Because
good.
Bro Rangers happened well before fucking Greg come on, and Greg was your first guest.
Then we may have rehashed it, and I thought it was the first time.
You don't
No,
come up with an
Mike's-
idea that golden and not rehash it.
Because there were like 3 things that Mike Soto came up with about
Yeah.
different dildo zords or something like that.
Yeah.
So it was Mike Soto. So
Look,
anyway,
look, Greg's so confused. He's like,
Yeah, dude, sorry.
what?
You know, I
And
mean,
fuck.
anyway, so how you been? What's been up to? Now that we've done this thing,
yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
You know, on the back of that, I've been absolutely fantastic. It's been a absolutely turbulent ride.
Yeah.
Lately, lots of crazy ups and downs. Stuff that I wish I could talk about in more detail, but in later, hopefully I'll come back. I can spill all the beans, but yeah, it's been crazy. However, each challenge that me and my family have faced in growing hybrid life coaching, which is what I do as a chair gymnastics coach as well as a mindset and fitness coach. And my new branch of hybrid life, which is Hybrid Flicks. So I do like the videography and doing some editing, that kind of thing. But anyways, it's interesting. Every challenge that we faced, we've come out the other side so much stronger, so much more organized.
Sweet.
With just a more vigor, if you will,
Nice.
for this goal that we're seeing manifest right in front of us.
yeah,
So yeah, it's
awesome.
It's been
How
pretty
long? How long have you actually been building your brand?
Good. Ooh,
Like the Hybrid Life brand. How long has that
let's see.
been going?
About 6 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say give or take 6 years.
Okay.
Because I came up with the idea of hybrid, and the reason why I like it, hybrid was that's it is what is a hybrid? Well, it's a culmination of different things that are seemingly unrelated that are brought together to make something brand new, something more efficient, something better with parts of other things, right? So it's like, damn, that's me. That's the life that I've come through. That's how I help people. That's what I want to do for people, is help them see life in different perspectives so they can bring all those together and create the best of them. So yeah, I've been building that for about, like I said, 6 years now. So I'm starting to get a little bit of clout, a little bit of
a little bit of that following.
Yeah. It's getting there. It's getting there.
Okay, so following up on that, one more question, then I'll let somebody else talk. But you hear a lot about people preaching or talking about or doing specific things, and then you find out later that person that taught this specific thing is not living
A pedophile.
Oh, right. Why do we gotta go like? God.
And this is the reason Shut
Oh my
up.
God! Oh
This is
fuck
the reason
yeah!
we
Hell
both
yeah!
love and hate Clint
Yeah, I
at the
know,
same
right?
time.
There's like, all right, we're flowing. Okay, and yeah, well,
And then you got
I wasn't ready at all. I was all zoned in, and the next thing you know, you said a pedophile.
then you got Squeaky McSqueakerson
Oh my
over here.
God.
that was great. That was greatness.
Oh my God. Oh, you can't do that. You can't fucking do that. He was trying to be serious. You can't fucking do that.
I don't think I can. No, there we go. Okay.
So anyway, what I was actually trying to say, you two motherfuckers mute your mics right goddamn now. Mute the mics. They're
I
gonna be-
love the pitch.
Oh,
it just
it's
keeps
so
going higher and
ridiculous.
higher. It's just like,
Oh
This
god.
motherfucker turns into Bert Kreischer.
Oh, fucking unmute me. If you're not going to mute you, don't fucking mute me, asshole. All right, I'm sorry. Keep going.
anyway.
So what I was getting at is, with you teaching this, how have you in your personal life lived the hybrid life that you are coaching and teaching everybody to be able to use?
That's
Fucking
a
tell
beautiful
'em, take it-
question. So literally, every part of the hybrid life has come from my personal life. The like parenting my kids, the way that I kind of I've had to learn how to step into the driver's seat of my own life in just about every way that you can think of.
Yeah.
So it's literally been a process of putting together what my own journey has been and how I've come from at one point, like straight suicidal, like
Yeah.
literally, ready to Kurt Cobain myself at one point, and to what I do now.
He wasn't a pedophile.
So no, it was,
Dude,
it was
I
more,
was
more
so
suicidal.
I was so waiting for him to get done, and I was gonna be like, "Hey, just a PSA, he is not a pedophile."
I appreciate that. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
I had your back. He just beat me to it.
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking about Kurt Cobain.
Oh, Greg isn't either. Greg isn't either.
Yeah, no.
Talking about
I
Kurt
was,
Cobain or a pedophile?
Wait,
Huh?
what?
What?
I'm
Mute your
neither
mic.
of those.
He's lost talking privileges.
Yeah. So, anyways, going from that, sitting in a tiny little shack that was, actually probably about this size, just add a bathroom that took up, majority of it, and then a little like sink and some shelves that I put in,
Yeah.
and then a bed that went kind of right here, and that was my living quarters. And the bathroom, if you looked behind the toilet, you can literally see down to the floor. It was crazy. So anyways, there was just like a really shithole place, and I was in a really shithole place in my head. So it was literally my journey from that place and wanting to just end it, because of the reality that I was creating for myself.
Yeah.
The victimization of the things that I've experienced, that I created just this negative reality, right? So it's from going from that to learning how to, through mentors, through my own study, my own research, my own seeking, what am I, what are we, what is this thing we call life, learning how to stay in the driver's seat, learning how to stay in the observing, rather than the reacting all the time, and then from there the creating, seat. So yeah.
Sweet. How would you say that your kids have adjusted to as far as being part of Greg's hybrid life?
Well, I wouldn't like I don't want to. Well, I don't want to label like Greg's hybrid life, because it's literally like I've taken so many things. Well, it's not even I've just learned so many different modalities, so many different ways of looking at things, and just shared them.
Yeah.
Because they work for me. So I'm like, okay, hey, this worked for me. If this works for you, awesome. If it doesn't, awesome. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Most of the time it works. But it's definitely not like, hey, this is my way, because I don't think that there's anything new. There's nothing ever that's actually truly new. It's more so, remanifestations of things that always were, So
Yeah.
that's all it is. But anyways, my kids. So at one point, as a father, like in that role, I was really failing at it completely, which was really crushing, because the whole thing that I wanted to do when I was a kid, I wanted to be a dad, because I wanted to be a better dad than what I had. I wanted to do things right, do things better, right? Then I failed at that miserably. Horrible relationship, again, bad state of mind. That just leads up into that, the shack that I was telling you about earlier.
Yeah.
So allowing my children to see the rawness of me transitioning from a angry person, from a person that is perpetually creating a negative reality and attaching an emotion, so making it real for me all day, every day, and reacting out of that kind of thing, to someone that founds everything that I do through a kind of a filter of love, wisdom, truth, peace, and justice. So if it doesn't have to do with even one of those 5 things, then okay, I don't want anything to do with it. So and I'm not perfect.
Well, no, I mean, I get that. Nobody's perfect.
Right, at all. Not even close.
Yeah.
And I make horrible mistakes, and it's like I tell people, when I make a mistake, I make a mistake.
Yeah.
But every single challenge, mistake, whatever that comes my way, it's I see it as a learning experience rather than before as a oh my God, catastrophic. So my kids have seen that like. I guess they've seen the reality that you have the choice of choosing your reality, of choosing who you are, of creating your personality to fit what you truly want for yourself, what you want for your life, that kind of thing. So all of them have kind of taken that and made it their own in their own special ways. My oldest son, he's started a business. And that came out of an assignment from his homeschool program that
nice.
that my wife and I kind of create as we go. But he decided to create a whole business structure on the premise of making the addresses on people's curbs. Yeah. So he does like the graphics behind it, like if you're Foreign Frogs or Texas Tech or A&M, whatever. So yeah, he's blowing up, because I assigned him the task of, okay, I want you to find out what marketing is, how you can create content, what you should do, blah blah blah, this kind of thing, and he did, and now he's booming in business. He's got people that are on a waiting list.
Nice,
so,
nice. Speaking of content, what do you find either the easiest or hardest about making content and trying to stay, I wouldn't necessarily say relevant, but to just keep yourself out there in the eyes of the people that may be interested in hybrid life?
Oh my goodness. So that's probably the one thing that I struggle with the most, honestly. Full transparency. I'm like currently, well, all of us are working on just being better at not only creating content, but then taking that content that is, that we have thousands and thousands of videos on the phone and on the content phone and on our personal phones. of stuff that we can post. It's just taking that and getting it more efficient on editing it and posting it.
Yeah.
And honestly, I've learned a lot from Braden, from my oldest son. He's taught me a lot that I gave him the seed, and now it's grown, and now I'm learning from him. And so it's a beautiful
and that's another thing that I was going to say. I think us as parents, you want to plant that seed of self-sufficiency
exactly
in your children.
Exactly.
That way, when they do grow up and they're ready to leave the house, they are self-sufficient. They don't have to rely on either you or other people to help with them physically, financially, emotionally, or whatever. And I think that's the biggest thing. And I've, with us, we're getting better at creating the content, but not only that, but then going not only just on the podcast page, we're sharing it to our personal pages as well. So I think we're getting better sharing it out where more people will see it.
Yeah. Are you talking to me or Greg?
I'm just talking in general, but y'all are just sitting.
I mean, hey,
you're sitting over there
you're doing such a good job.
Zoned, like.
No, you're doing such a good job.
You want to know what else? All these questions were literally just off top of my head.
No, he keeps looking over at me, waiting for me to say pedophile.
No, I keep looking over at you because
keep roping
I'm waiting
back
for you
in,
to
bringing it back.
I know. The second I look over at you, you're already switching it. So yeah, that's why I haven't said, "Hey, Clint, do your fucking job."
I'll fucking throw a beer bottle.
Either way,
Bink.
So you've got your hand in so many fucking cookie jars. It's unreal. Like,
is that really the analogy you want to use after the?
Yeah, I do. Shut up. Like being a part of the. I would look at myself. I'm part of the hybrid family now.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I'm not.
Not yet.
Oh, yet?
Yeah.
Is that how we're playing?
He's still like he tried when I told him. Greg said, "Hey, come out for a free session with me."
Yes.
Since you want to talk your shit.
I straight up said, nope.
Yeah. Since you want to talk your shit,
Yeah.
Greg said, "Come on out." And he'll do a free session with you with me.
Yeah.
And he didn't want the smoke.
Yeah.
But no, man, like since I've been
I feel like one day I'm speaking into existence.
Since cuz our origin story together, like I know you and Marshall go way further back because of Nate and all that. But looking at like Bohemian Chat City and Coach Greg, it all started with our stint at what's now called North Texas Radio.
Yep.
It was Joco Community Radio at that time. Since then, I've always followed you. Like, I add you on Facebook, and I've watched you and kind of took a step back and just was seeing everything you were doing.
So you're stalking it?
No. And your mic's muted, and let's keep it that way. Yeah, asshole. Yeah, but it wasn't until like I reached out to you and I was like, "Hey, man, like I've got to change."
Right.
And what I love is, and I'll eventually get to my point.
Just gotta wait.
Yeah,
no, I love it.
Like
it's building a mental picture.
When I come to you. I was purely looking for physical training.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm fucking miserable being this size. And what I love is you took it and you were like, well, what is the reasoning behind that? And you made me realize, like, even though I'm medicated for my anxiety and depression and all that, you made me realize, like, my unhealthy living and my anxiety and my depression were fueling each other.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't one was fueling the other. It was both of them were fueling each other.
Exactly, yeah.
And like that, for one, that fucking blew my mind. Like when I had that panic attack that day. Remember?
Yeah.
And I called you and I was
just
like,
about to talk about that. Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, bro. Like, like I worked out and my panic attack was done.
Yep.
Like I took my mind off of it. But with that being said, like you have your hand in so many different aspects of coaching.
Yep.
You've got, not only the life coaching, the personal training, the tumble coaching, the gymnastics coaching, cheer coaching, everything. You've got now the videography. You've got everything. Like,
yeah, now hearing that, I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, dude. It's like, how do you compartmentalize your hybrid life with just everyday? We call you Coach Greg.
Yeah.
How do you compartmentalize that with just Greg McBrayer?
So
Father, husband, stuff like that. Like,
Not
so
pedophile.
that's a really beautiful question. And I'm actually really glad that you asked that, because the truth is, I am all of those things at all times. I'm when I'm with my family, I'm with my family, and we have a kind of like an open line of communication. So we're all on the same mission.
So do your kids call you Coach Greg or Dad Greg?
No, they call me Dad. They call me Dad.
no Greg after
yeah. So sometimes my bonus kids, that sometimes they call me Greg, but most of the time it's Dad.
Yeah.
But no. So like for instance today, like right now, while I'm doing this podcast right now, we're technically on vacation, out at Lake Whitney. So when I leave here, I'm blitzing it back to Lake Whitney, and setting up camp, starting a fire, and then we're gonna cook some hamburgers, and while we're doing that, my phone's gonna be charging in the car on the way there, because I'm gonna be on the bike, and when we get there, I'm setting up the tripod with my gimbal, with the phone, and we're gonna create some content of setting up the tent, that kind of thing, just sharing some just things that
like
we
behind
feel
the
is,
scenes.
yeah, that we feel is really important about the area,
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
family, blah blah blah. So the point that I'm making is it's just kind of like this cohesive balance between hybrid life and family, and it's really like we literally call ourselves the hybrid tribe.
Do you look at
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Do you look at yourself as that like your yin and yang type situation, like where you're more, where it's more of a fluidity?
Yeah, I feel that it's literally a fluidity. Like it literally goes, and it's all.
It makes those sound effects too.
Exactly. I mean, life is way better with sound effects.
I love sound
I
effects.
will be doing sound effects till the day
I can tell
stop
you from
breathing.
experience, like, which I can't speak for you, but what I've noticed, being the kind of outsider looking in, it helps that he has his family involved in hybrid life.
Yeah, that's
It's
exactly what I was
not-
about to say. Yeah.
It's not just like when we go to work, it's like Marshall and Andrew at Atmos.
Mhm.
It's not Marshall and Andrew family are there. It's
Yeah.
me and you. But with his business, like Jordan, fucking, she checks out my daily motivation.
Yep.
She with all scheduling now, she is the one that texts me like, hey, there was one day he brought Braden in to give me, we did a virtual session, and he was like, oh, I got it for you today. So I had to do his workout, and then I had to do Braden's, and Braden's what, 15?
15, yeah.
So he was like, I don't give a fuck if you're 36 and overweight, you're doing this.
Yeah,
And I was like, that's not the best way to go about it, but
Yeah,
okay.
I commented on one of Braden's posts, and I was like, fuck you, but I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, right? I know,
I
right?
was like,
For
fuck
sure.
you, you
But
little
it's
shit.
like,
Because I mean, I've known Braden like little bitty, like
You-
4 or 5 years old.
Yeah, you knew Braden when me and Nate were literally like tossing him back and forth
Yeah.
at the gym, at
Yeah.
the Tumble Club. And see it just
Yeah.
like tossing him, stepping back, tossing him back,
Just see
stepping
if he
back.
bounces.
Yeah. And like the whole time he's like,
it's like the egg toss game. They're just waiting for one of them to crack them. Yeah.
well, okay, so to preface for all the
It's probably
listeners
Nate.
out there.
You
I'm not gonna lie, it's probably Nate.
Okay, so to preface for all the listeners out there, okay, for one, Nate, he's a near and dear. He's a brother to me, honestly. You know, just like y'all are, really.
I would say it's hard not to be.
Yeah, well, and
I
he's
like
also
that
he's
he
also
prefaced everything with Nate instead of the throwing his
He's
kid.
getting
in.
there.
I'm getting there.
But
getting
yeah,
there.
he chose Nate first.
Okay, Mr. Pedophile Man. Okay, it's
Hey,
time to be quiet.
I'm not gonna lie. After knowing Nate, as long as I've known Nate, it's hard not to put Nate first in a situation that Nate's involved in.
Heard that. Well,
That's just how Nate is.
100%. And you know, Nate he's the one that started me truly on my coaching journey. I mean, he's the one that when I first started tumble coaching, he's the one that took me under his wing. He was like, listen, you're gonna be my replacement, so you got to be badass because I'm badass. So if you're not badass, then you fail. So don't fucking fail. Okay? So here's everything that I know, and you're not gonna fucking fail. Got me? And I'm like, okay. And I mean,
How many times did he try to murder you?
a lot.
Okay.
You
All right, so me and my-
you're talking about just like, hey,
Just
try
in-
this.
Just
Go
in
try
general.
this. Hey, why don't you go try this? Hey, watch this. And he would like act it out,
Yeah.
and he'd be like, can you do that? And I'm like, huh? Okay. Bam! Oh fuck! You know that's kind of how it was. But then it would just piss me off, and I would end up nailing the
Yeah.
skill or whatever he was challenging me to do. So
Yeah,
you know.
he talked me into buying a bottle of Irish whiskey when we went to Florida. Yeah, he's a bad influence all around.
I'm
Well,
sure it took
okay,
a lot
so-
of convincing.
I think I actually told this story on the last time I was on, so I won't tell it. I won't go into detail. But he's also the one that helped my 21st birthday end with a new paint job for the taxi that we rode in. That was the really rare paint, otherwise known as Greg's Puke Chic. So really cool feng shui, pattern on the side was great. But he's the
Nice.
one that facilitated that.
Yeah.
Jaeger bombs.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. One of the
Fucking-
many reasons why I stopped drinking.
Oh,
A
God.
while
No,
back,
I'm right there with you.
See what I'm talking about? Like, even in this situation, now the focus is on talking about Nate.
Well, anyways,
Does Nate listen?
yeah. I hope he does.
Oh.
I
don't
know,
know.
I know his wife does. But does Nate listen to this podcast?
Not that I'm aware of.
Damn it. Fuck you, Nate.
Well, I'm gonna send him this podcast.
Yeah.
So there's no
Yeah.
there's no worries.
Oh, he
Fucking
knows
Nate.
what it is.
He's gonna get this.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that dude. I mean, he's actually really truly near and dear to my heart. Honestly, like without Nate, I wouldn't. I don't know. I can't say I wouldn't have, but
No, just say
he's
it.
the one that started my coaching career
Fucking Nate
yeah.
has had a hand.
or helped me start it.
Yeah, Nate has had a hand in being the biggest influence in so many people's lives.
Absolutely.
Like when I was 17, dude, or not even 17, I was like 15 when me and Nate finally met and started hanging out.
15 or 16.
So I was like this shy kid,
yeah.
right? And just like I met Nate like 2 times before in passing, just visiting. It wasn't until Nate was talking to some girl that lived in the same apartment complex as me, and he was out
Go
there with a
figure.
cooler full of fucking Keystone.
Yep.
And Marshall had called me and was like, "Hey, we're down at the pool. Come fucking hang out." And I hung out with fucking Nate. And Nate was just fucking the way he spit game at this girl.
yeah.
Right? I went to Nate and I was like, "Dude, you've got to teach me."
Teach me, oh master.
Yeah. And he was like, "Come with me, young Padawan." And fucking taught me so much on how to spit game to girls, dude. Like,
Yeah.
and like, I mean, not to brag. Well, my wife doesn't listen to this podcast, so fuck it. Dude, I got so much fucking trim after taking his fucking
Right.
like,
right.
his little, hey, you should do this, like put
Or
him
say it
down
like
just
this.
a little bit, but not enough to make him disinterested. Like little shit like that. That I was like, what the fuck? And he was like, dude, he was like, you're better looking than you think you are. He was
Right.
like, you've got to get that in your mind. And like back then, I looked a lot better than I do now, but so it was like I took these things and I was like, fuck. And I was like, shit, man. And I become like a smooth talking motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I was like, even to the, like when I met my wife and we went to Hyenas Comedy Club one night.
I
And
love that
Nate-
place. That's fun.
Yeah, and Nate brought a girl and, I had like 10 tickets. So I asked Marshall, Marshall went and I told Marshall, I was like, hey, see if Nate wants to go. And so Nate come out and like I was talking him up so much to my wife. Like, she was like, fuck, do you want me to date him? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, you don't understand. I was like,
She's
this
like,
is
wait,
the most...
is this a blind date? Are you setting me up for him? What's going on?
I was like, you don't
This is
understand.
some weird shit.
Like,
You would have thought that Andrew was sucking his dick.
Yeah.
Like,
Listen,
that's how much he talked
in my
up Nate.
eyes, just the confidence I had with women,
Yeah,
fucking, like, I owe all of it to Nate.
I love that.
I do, because it wasn't like he took months to like, you know, talk like training me.
Right.
It was just like when we would hang out, when we would see Nate, he'd be like, hey man, and like he would do stuff. Like I remember the one time he was talking to this girl. I think we were down in Stephenville or somewhere. We were
Down
at
in
a
the
bar.
Ville. Hoo-wee, tell you what.
we were at a bar, and he walks up to this girl just blindly, right? Like, you could tell he's never met her, and he was like, what's up, all right looking? And she fucking...
Dude, if you're gonna say it right.
What? How did he say it?
Sup, decent looking.
Decent
looking.
decent
All right,
looking.
sorry, it's been fucking decades.
But you've got to say it right.
But anyways, he fucking said that, dude, and she was like instantly, like within seconds, was like puttying it. Like he could do whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, I well, you know, it's interesting the psychology behind that, you know, and that's really what it was. It's psychology, but I owe a lot to Nate, kind of opening the door for just different ways of thinking. You know, Nate's always thought outside the box, and always kind of been kind of like his own kind of his own person. You know, I've never met another Nate.
Oh,
you know,
and you never will.
Exactly.
That's his own creature. For sure.
He's like the legend. He's the legend of Nate. You know, like he's amazing. But yeah, so golly, that was a freaking rabbit hole and a half.
That's all this podcast is made of.
I love it. That was awesome. Like track back that was crazy. Anyways, I feel like the dolphin in the ocean, just like phew, and then we're now in another, you know, rabbit hole, and then
Another
phew.
underwater.
Yeah, underwater though.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because you got to keep swimming. Just
Always.
keep swimming. Okay.
Yeah.
Just keep
Use the
swimming,
current.
Just keep swimming.
P. Sherman 342 Wallaby Lane.
Oh, there you go. Good job. There we
Things
go.
this motherfucker remembers.
Right.
I know, right? That was wonderful.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
But no, man. Let's get into a little bit of, because I know we wanted to just bring Greg back, but the big thing is because now he's training me.
Yeah.
We wanted to. I don't know if
Okay,
you guys
fine.
wanted to fucking talk shit
I'll
or
go
what.
ahead and say it. You look less fat than you did yesterday.
Thank you.
Nope, I'm not gonna fucking say it.
Well, that's all right. You're negative. And
It's all good. We
through
bring it
my hybrid mindset, I'm not gonna let your negativity affect me.
Bam.
I'm gonna start sneaking insulin into your fucking food.
That's fine. It'll just
Oh
keep
damn!
me
No,
from-
that won't work right.
Yeah, I'm already taking fucking like the actual prescription semiglutide. So
Give him a shitload of ketamine. He'll be all right.
Nice.
Wow, that got dark fast.
yeah,
Right?
like.
Wow.
That got dark real fast.
But no, man.
Send that motherfucker into a K-hole and we're done.
Damn.
No, see, but I've already told you. I'm proud of you and I'm happy
Yeah.
for you. Like I'm all about people bettering themselves.
100%. Yeah.
And whether that's physically, whether it's mentally, educational wise, financially, however it happens, I'm proud of you. If you were in my circle, I'm proud of you and I'm happy
Absolutely.
for you.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm bettering myself educationally by going and getting a degree in
100%.
cybersecurity stuff. So I'm going to be even more of a nerd than I am now.
Yay,
know,
nerds.
I didn't know that was possible, but okay.
I would just wait.
No, it's
We're-
definitely
we're-
possible.
We're
We're
gonna-
flex, but okay.
You're gonna be like the guy off of what's that? What the one that has like the things coming out of his head? He's like the bad guy in that movie.
Davy Jones?
No, Suicide Squad 2.
Don't. Last week, hold on. Last week,
That was all for you.
hold on.
That was all for Clint.
Hold on. Last week's episode. So they were talking about Pirates of the Caribbean,
Yeah.
and they were bringing up like Davy Jones, but I didn't know his name.
Okay.
Right? I couldn't
yeah.
remember his name for the life of me, and they're like, "How do you not remember that?" So I spouted off, and I was like, I bet you I could pull 5 motherfuckers from my phone, randomly call them, and they're not going to remember his name either. And it backfired on me.
Yes.
Oh,
it did.
damn.
Yeah, only like 2 of them didn't remember. So that was a little inside joke to last week's episode.
Nice,
Fuck you.
nice. Little.
Little nod to last week.
Yeah.
So who are you talking about? Because now I got to.
I'm talking about in Suicide Squad 2, the guy that is managing the big star thing with the giant eye that makes all the tiny stars.
The starfish.
He'll
Yeah.
know. I don't.
Yeah.
Starro is the starfish.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the guy that was experimenting with the starfish
I
for
know
like
who you're
40
talking
years.
about. Yeah, I know.
And has all the things
Yeah.
sticking out his head to make
I
himself
want
smarter.
to say the mentalist, but I know that's not it.
No, I don't know what his name is. Anyways,
The psychiatrist.
He's going to Google
Sure.
it. There you
Fuck
go.
yeah.
Do your
Sure.
fucking job.
I don't even remember the relevance of why I brought that up, but yeah.
Bringing
So-
bettering ourselves.
Oh, bettering ourselves.
And
Yeah, there we go.
nerds.
There we go. Nerds. That's why it was.
Yes.
It was the specific.
See,
term
we
of
know how to
nerds.
backtrack
I
to the
see. I
previous
like
thing.
that. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
we
We've
know.
had to do it quite
you know,
a bit.
You know that's actually something that you and I have talked about is kind of backtracking through thoughts. Specifically in like anxiety, like a panic attack. Or like a negative connotation or something like that. Backtracking. What was that origin of that, and then being able to understand what that little like tripwire is. What
Or,
that
like,
tripwire is connected to, what
My
that
biggest
emotion
thing was
is.
the gratitude to myself.
Exactly.
That was my biggest struggle, was trying to find gratitude to myself, because I felt like everything that I've accomplished, I've had to fucking like, the gratitude had to go to somebody else.
Right.
And he
Like-
also doesn't know how to take compliments from other people.
I don't. I really don't. But even still, like, it would. We talked about it, like how well I'm doing in life. Like I had to contribute to Ashley.
Right. Right.
And like mentally, I had this block to where I realized, well, fuck, like I had to put in the work to get Ashley. I had to put in the work when Ashley was stressing to me about buckling
thinker.
down on the thinker.
Yes.
Okay.
There we go.
But to buckle down and do what I needed to, like, it took me being like, hey,
Exactly.
I've got to fucking do this.
100%, yeah.
Like,
Now, see, what happened was his wife got hotter than he was, and he was like, shit, she's going to leave me.
well, yeah, I showed him, so I think it was the first or second training, I showed him a picture of Ashley last year.
Yeah.
And then had her walk outside and,
Oh,
like,
yeah, no, she looks like she did back when we were playing the fucking skating rink.
yeah,
bro.
well, she is, I think, 5 pounds away
Yeah.
from the weight that she was when we first got together.
That's what's up.
Yeah, no, she looks
Yeah.
good. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, she is, and now she's working out.
Right. I was about to say,
Yeah.
now it's a family thing. Your kids are now working out. Like
Yes.
that's the beautiful part.
They get out there with me.
One of the many
even
beautiful
Bernice
parts
is
of this.
working out?
Yeah, dude.
What,
Fucking.
what about the
Bernice.
neo-Nazi?
Yeah, he fucking.
He's out there every day.
He's crushing it. He's
Yeah.
he's a badass. He's a little badass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you haven't seen this kid's fucking back muscles. It's fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous. I made him take his shirt off in front of Greg, and I was like, "Look at this shit." Now you see why I'm trying to lose weight, because this motherfucker walks around with his shirt off, and I'm like, "You can't be 12 and have the fucking V, and I'm sitting here with this, like, like I can't fucking do it."
Yeah.
Like this motherfucker. He walks around, and now he's got biceps too.
See, and that's why I'm glad.
But
me and
what
the
do you
boy
got
are
now?
about the
What do you
same
got
Oh, I
now?
got biceps too.
Yeah,
even
exactly.
though the second I showed Jackson, I was like, "Look, I got biceps now," and he felt it, and he goes, "Yeah, those aren't real biceps."
Oh my god.
And I was like, "Fuck you!"
He said, "That's just your fat getting hard."
No, but I'm glad he's not allowed to listen to this podcast. Otherwise, he would tell me next time. But
right.
You got me,
Yeah.
Marshall. Right? You got me.
Yeah. obviously.
So, all right, let me ask you: is there and be honest, okay?
Like,
be
honestly,
100
yeah. Honestly,
fucking
that's all I got.
1,000% honest.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you regret about taking me on as a client?
Honestly, not at all. I don't have any regrets, because there's only been progress. There's only been success. There's only been moving forward, even in challenging times, even when you've gone through challenging times and kind of struggled or gone through the bumps or whatever. You have continued to stay open-minded just enough so that during a panic attack or during just a really like crazy time, like you can remember what we've worked on as far as your mindset challenges that we've done over the weeks, you can remember those techniques and literally just step yourself to, wait a minute, I'm in control.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong.
All right, now let me
You
turn
know.
his headphones down, and you can tell us the truth.
Yeah. No, hey, listen. You
No,
know what?
that's no bullshit. You know,
And-
truthfully.
and I don't know if it's just because I pay him monthly or what. Because honestly, if I was coaching somebody, I'd tell them whatever they wanted to hear. But
hell no, that would be doing you a grave
disservice.
disservice.
Yeah.
Like I would be a horrible coach
Yeah.
if I just told you
and
what
that's
you
what I
wanted
love
to hear
is
all
like
the time.
is like. So there's been a couple workouts that we've done that I fucking and I'm so fucking hard on myself about it because like I want to crush everything.
Yep.
And there's been a couple that like have just ate my fucking lunch. Right? And I tell him and like I'm waiting for him to be like, "All right, well, let's try this." He's like, "Nope, keep going."
Yeah.
You got 30 more seconds and I'm like, "Motherfucker, I'm paying you." Like, "No, I don't like this." And I noticed like he wouldn't be doing me a service
Exactly.
if he was like, "All right, well, there's only been one time, and that's when I had the fucking
Right, well, that
back
was-
leg and the glute," and he was
Right.
like, "You're not going to get hurt on my watch."
Exactly.
He was like, "So," and it blew my mind because I was like, "Is there something else we can do?" And he was like, "No, we're done."
Yeah.
He was like, "You're not going to get hurt. You need to rest it and fucking get back to it tomorrow." But he was like, "You're done."
Next time, just kick him in it.
Right.
Well, that
When
would
he cries
help.
about it.
No,
That
what got me,
we did stretch. We did stretch.
Like
you know,
3
that
different
specific area, but I
times.
mean, yeah.
and it just would not alleviate.
Yeah.
And it took me. I limped the whole next day.
I know because you bitched about it at work.
Fuck you. It hurt. And then like
Pussy.
half the next day, and then finally I started feeling pressure relief. And
Yep.
like by the time our next session, I was back to
Exactly, and it's just a matter of stretching, taking the time, you know, away from specific movements so that your body can, you know, just regenerate,
And
heal.
speaking of, you were saying, you know, if you were a coach, you'd be telling your clients, you know, just what they want to hear. And I think that parallels into our friendship, because you and me are not known to tell each other what we want to hear a lot of the time.
No.
Like-
Ashley
like-
tells me I'm a bad friend all the time because she's like
No, and I saw a video the other day.
my biggest thing is like if he tells me something and like
Or if I have him listen to me and I'm asking him his advice on something,
Yeah,
I know that he's gonna be that friend that's gonna be like, all right, dude, you're fucking dumb.
right.
You don't
right.
need to do this. You need to do it this way. Because if you just surround yourself like a lot of people do with just people that tell you what you want to hear all
like
the
oh
time,
yeah, you're in the right 100%.
you're gonna live such a shitty life by the time it's all said and
100%,
done, and you will never grow as a person.
Absolutely. I mean, you have to have the reality checks. You have to have the different perspectives. You have to get out of your own echo chamber.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I love the people that I have around me. You know.
I hate when he uses big words like that.
Well, it's
The
not,
echo
echo
chamber?
chamber. It's not a big word.
I don't know what an echo chamber is.
Well,
Okay,
first of
well,
all,
just
it's
think about
2
it.
words.
Well, just
Let's
think about
use
it.
our context clues.
Hey, fuck you.
Are you fucking 10?
Yes.
Let's use our context clue.
I
What's
don't know.
an echo?
That question has come
What's
to
a
mind
chamber?
several times in this podcast, but no worries.
Yeah.
But no, you know,
Were we
echo
not
chamber.
this
you know,
immature
like,
when you come on the last time? I don't remember.
No,
thought
I think we were
were
pretty fucking serious last time.
Were we?
Yeah.
No, I think it was a pretty good mixture of
Okay.
just
I-
like complete insanity
Well-
and then serious and then sanity.
Because
and,
I know
yeah,
when we
it's
bring
nice.
on a guest for the first time, we try and dial it back
just like a little bit, like
because we don't want to like, especially like when we had Havoc on. He's
Oh,
like
yeah.
a 6'4" professional wrestler.
That is
Right.
not somebody you want to fucking scare
So
off.
yeah, like we dialed it back a lot with him
Yeah.
because we are like, I don't want to get my ass beat.
right,
Didn't
right,
we have
exactly.
him on a second
He's
time?
gonna
We've
throw
had
me
him
through
on
a
a third
freaking
time.
wall.
3 times.
Yeah, he's
So-
the only guest we've had 3 times.
So the second
Nice.
time we kind of cranked it up a little bit, and he was, you know, once he got to know, you know, because he showed up at some random guy's house and said he had a podcast.
Yeah.
yeah, it could have went south so quick. But
Like-
when you're 6'4" and you're a professional
And,
wrestler,
yeah, you already have
I was
the
like,
clown.
I'm
yeah.
waiting for Havoc to fucking body slam one of them.
Yeah.
to the fucking
That's what
table.
I was waiting for. You know, maybe the third show is
But-
like, and this is how you do a body slam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, he got out of the car the first time, and me and Marshall were like, "Oh fuck.
I think it was easier to have Greg on just for the simple fact
We knew him before.
that we have
Yeah.
known him before.
Yeah.
We go way back.
Right.
All of that. So even though we still dialed it down a little bit, we still just had that initial connection
True.
before he
That
was there.
initial camaraderie.
And
Yeah.
we knew each other, so that helped a lot.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel that. I feel
So-
that.
Okay, maybe I didn't know if we had dialed it back a lot with you the first time or not.
Yeah,
I don't.
no, I don't recall it being.
As soon as
dialed
we get
back,
done
honestly.
recording, I completely forget everything we talked about.
Immediately
So when I
forgets the entire fucking episode.
Yeah.
so then when I watch it Fridays when they come out, it's like watching it for the first time.
Right.
And then usually I'm like, did I really fucking say that? And Marshall's like, yeah, you fucking said that. And I'm like, you couldn't have taken that out? He was like, fuck you.
Content.
Like, no.
I even left in the part about you calling Denver Broncos fans faggots.
Oh yeah. there
They
you
are,
go.
though. But in
I'm not
their
saying they're
defense,
not.
listen, I have
See, I
learned.
have-
You're just mad we have more quarterbacks than you.
y'all have too many quarterbacks.
Yeah, that would be a topic that I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
football and stuff.
Yeah, that's
Um,
usually when we somehow go into sports, it's either me by myself because I'm talking about wrestling, or it's me and Clint because we're talking about football.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I can't, and I need a fourth guest, like co-host,
Right.
that can talk basketball with me.
There
now,
you go. Yeah.
because-
So calling out anybody out there that likes to talk and that knows some shit about basketball.
Don't
So,
answer this.
Yeah.
Please.
Go ahead and
please
reach
holler
out
at me.
to
Go ahead and
Andrew.
unfollow.
Because like the Mavs are killing it right now, and I can't fucking talk about it with y'all.
They really are.
Yeah, go basketball.
And so I had this reel that come up on Facebook, right?
Put
and
the
it's
ball in the hole.
it's damn it, and I wish I could fucking
You don't have time.
I know. Either way, fucking I don't know. I'll have to show y'all afterwards, but it's really fucking hilarious, and it shits on the Cowboys, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, fuck y'all.
I got plenty of those in my reels.
Yeah. Oh, I bet you do, asshole. But either way, so I can tell you because we talked about if there's anything you regret
Right.
about
right.
taking
right.
me on
yeah.
as a client. The only thing I regret, and I don't even regret it really, it's just you are too fucking positive at 5:30 in the morning. And I tell Marshall that every fucking
single
day.
day.
Dude, we talked about that last episode, and I told him straight up, I was like, anybody that's that fucking positive that early has a serious mental condition.
Because I know you have to hear it in my voice.
Oh, every morning.
literally,
Yeah.
I roll over because my phone's going off.
Right.
You calling me, and I roll over, answer it, and dude, I do my dirty 30 in my underwear because I'm literally just rolling out of bed and going
That's exactly
straight
what
to
you're
the
supposed
living
to do.
room.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then this motherfucker, when he calls me, the first thing is he's automatically just fucking hype, positive, like real upbeat. And then the first thing he asks me is, "What's your 3 goals for today?" And I'm like, "Fuck you! I can't even think yet."
Number one is to wake the fuck up.
My
Yeah.
daughter,
My first goal is to remember where I'm at.
Maddie came up with this
Well-
thing. It's called a thorn and a rose.
Thorn in a rose.
And it's your thorn is what was bad or made you not feel so good
Right,
that day,
right. I like
and,
that.
and then your flower or rose was what made you feel good or what do you feel proud about. that
Yeah,
day.
I like that.
So-
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna go ahead
Steal
and
it. Yeah.
lock that one in. Yeah, that's
Tell
cool.
Andrew that next
My-
time you call him.
Yeah.
He asked me what makes me proud. I'm like, I'm proud I actually answered the call this time. 'Cause this past week, I've missed it. What, 2 days?
Yep. 2 days. 2 days.
In my defense,
and then I leave
I
him.
didn't wanna
I leave him an
answer.
absolutely
No.
absurd voicemail. It's great.
well, in my defense, because Wednesday we worked from home because they were doing the construction on switching those
Yeah.
those cubicles. So when I work from home, like I work from home on Fridays, so I try and get up at 5:30 just so I can be like I'm in it.
Well,
and
yeah,
By
yeah,
the time
absolutely.
7:00 comes around, like I'm wide awake. But at the same time, like I've been rewatching Brooklyn Nine-Nine
Oh,
Yeah.
on TV. So like I've been staying up way too fucking late watching this shit because I'm like, all right, one more episode.
No, I absolutely.
are-
Which I mean, it's designed though. It's designed to do that. It's designed to get that one more episode. That's designed to draw that
Yeah.
reaction. However, you see that a like a series of actions or a series of behaviors or whatever like that, it's not conducive to what you know is working.
Yes.
Right. You're feeling the benefit of the schedule we've been on. You're feeling the benefit of the workouts that we've been doing. You're feeling the benefit of the mindset challenges. So if a new behavior is now affecting that negatively, well then the most logical thing is take out that new behavior.
And I did notice Friday when I missed the call again.
Right.
And it's like because I tried calling you back the other day, but it was so late in the day. I was like, he's already into something else.
Which you were right.
Yeah, but because honestly, you called me at 5:33, and I got out of bed at 5:39.
Oh wow!
But like in my head, like I was trying to fucking get everything going, and when I logged into work, I was like, I'm so fucking because I was already like I started Friday behind.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, let me get a couple of these done, and then I'll give them a call.
Absolutely, yeah.
I feel then that turned into fuck, and then I had a meeting I forgot about, so I had to log into the meeting.
Right.
And it just, but I noticed Friday, I was like, 2 days of missing this has thrown off how I approached the day.
Exactly.
Like, from
and that's
the
what I was
get-go.
going to ask, yeah.
Because, like, I'm so used to now, because it's 5 weeks in, and it's not... Like, I take weekends off, but even on weekends, like, now I'm up at 6 a.m., the latest.
Right.
Like, that's sleeping into me.
Right.
And I'm still getting up at 6 a.m., and I'm like, I'm laying in bed for a minute. Like, I'll drag ass a little bit, like, 6:15.
Right.
Like, but I'm getting out of bed at 6:15, and I'm like, fuck it. Let me get out of bed, because, like, I don't feel right laying there. So I get up, and I go to the living room, because nobody's awake. I'm in the living room. I'm quiet. I put a little throw blanket down, and I do my dirty 30.
Yeah.
And so even on weekends, I do it.
That's what's up.
You know, but like this past week, the 2 days I've missed, I've noticed, because I'm like, this is starting to form a habit now.
Right.
I'm staying up too late, and it's affecting how my mornings start.
Exactly.
And so I'm making a point to cut my TV off at 9:30 regardless, and I'm gonna go because I know if I go lay in bed, the second I put on my CPAP and I lay down, I'm going to sleep.
Right, and so that right there, that like creating a schedule, because we've already established a schedule of you know I guess like beneficial adaptation for yourself, for your body, for your mind, for your spirit, right? So adding that, okay. This is when I'm cutting off TV. That can lead to, okay, well, you know, no TV after this time.
Yeah.
You know, so for at least an hour or whatever before I actually go to bed, no TV. So then now your brain can go into sleep in a more kind of a homeostasis. You know, so you can actually go into sleep and rest. Yeah. So then when you wake up at that 5:15, 5:30. You can wake up with, okay, now we're going 3 goals. Here we go.
Yeah.
But what I want to kind of illustrate is missing those 2 days. Was that inherently bad? Like, was that a bad thing?
If you ask me, yes.
Okay, and why?
Because my anxiety goes half and half with OCD.
So okay, well let's stop that. Let's stop right there. Let's reframe that. Let's like.
Okay.
What if you said, like, rather than my anxiety, rather than that, what if you said, you know, the anxious thoughts that I sometimes have.
So okay.
You know, or the anxious feelings that I sometimes have.
Well,
yeah, Andrew.
So hold on. Well, in that sense, this is where like my anxiety and my OCD meet, because like I told you, I have tried to revolve my life around structure. Around reoccurring things like I get my haircut every other Friday at 4 to 4:15. You know, like now I have 5:30. I get up, I do dirty 30s. Like I try and revolve my life around situations I control.
Right.
So for me to miss 2 days of my structure has thrown me off, and I don't like how it's made me feel, because like when I missed the call Wednesday, I got up in a panic, even though like it took me a minute to realize, oh fuck, I'm working from home today.
Yeah,
Like
I
I'm
feel
not,
that.
but it was the sense that I missed your call and I freaked out.
Right. Well, and that's what I wanted to kind of illustrate right now, and that's why I asked you: is that inherently bad? Because the fact that we missed our call and the fact that we didn't have that part of your morning routine that you have again found to be beneficial for you, it doesn't have to be good or bad.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it is simply an experience that you experienced, right?
Yeah.
Now, you've also learned something from that. I mean, simply the data of this is how I experienced missing these calls twice in a row. This is how I felt about it. This
Wasn't
sounds
twice in a
effective.
row. I answered Thursday.
Okay, I don't know. You're right. It was twice. in a
Don't
row.
make them sound
Okay,
like I'm
sorry.
just blowing you off now.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I
I'm sorry.
missed Wednesday. I answered Thursday, and I missed Friday
You
because
are
I
correct.
worked
You
from
are-
home
you are
2 days
100%
instead of 1.
100% correct.
Yes.
And I'm not trying. to
But
make
yes,
you
I
seem-
missed it twice.
You missed it twice.
Yes.
However, you see that, so now you've learned something
Yes.
from that experience. So now we can move forward in that with that
Now I will tell you.
information. That makes sense.
So yeah, so it did affect me different, missing the 2 morning calls versus missing the evening workout session.
Yep. Yep.
Because like the morning calls, I took it as a negative and it fucked with me for a little bit. But the evening, I took it as motivation, and I was like, since I canceled on you, like I've got to go twice as hard just to make up for the fact that
Right.
like because in my head, like I put and rightfully so. Like I'm not discrediting. I put the graduation over you.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
In,
which is
in our session,
yeah.
which in that moment, like I said, rightfully so.
absolutely. There's nothing bad about that at all.
Cousin slash, well, he's my cousin, but we always refer to him as a nephew because he was more like a nephew.
Right.
But my nephew was graduating. But in my mind, I was so pissed because I was like, this has been my life for 5 weeks. Like this is. So I went home and I took that as motivation.
Right.
I got home at like 8:30 and I could have easily called you and be like, hey, if you want to jump on, we can do it now. But I was like, fuck it. Like, I'm not going to keep going back and forth. Like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Right.
I was
right.
like,
No, I
I'm
feel
just
that.
going to fucking kill it tonight
Yeah.
and just prove when I talk to you again, like, hey, I did not take that lightly.
Right. And see for me the focus is for you to, rather than having me as the like, hey, look at what I did, I want it to be you in that position, the position of like, yeah, I fucking killed that because this is what I have subscribed to. This is the goal that I have set for my life, and this is where I'm going, and there's nothing that's going to stop me.
Yeah.
Because I'm in the driver's seat, so that like attaboy, that like pat on the back, that like fuck yeah, I crushed it. When you told me about that, like, how did that feel for you? Like, what was that felt like? How did that feel for you?
I wanted your approval.
Right.
I'm so bad about seeking approval.
But then again, so do you
Is it 'cause your
need
dad's
it?
dead?
Honestly, yes, part of it.
Makes sense.
Because I always strived for his approval.
Yeah.
And I feel like even though we were kind of in a good place when my dad died, like my dad didn't get to see me and Ashley now where we're just fucking, we're killing it.
Yeah.
We're flourishing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we all know that when my dad goes, I'm going to be desperate for everyone's approval.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, my dad didn't get to see me and Ashley flourish financially. When he died, even though we were in a better place, we weren't killing it now. Like as far as like our budget's on set,
Right.
Everything we're working towards our goals, but like he didn't get to see us emotionally,
Right, right,
set,
yeah.
just mentally, just crushing it. So now that he's gone, I do seek approval from other people in my life. Maybe not so much you because we have a different dynamic, like.
Even if you wanted my approval, I probably wouldn't give it to you.
No, I know, but
I'd be like, nah, fuck off.
yeah, but
God damn, did
it's-
this insult backfire on me?
you opened
For
up
real.
Pandora's box. Congratulations.
Yeah.
God.
Good job. I
But
appreciate that.
so when I told you
Actually.
that, like, I took that as motivation and crushed a double workout,
Yeah.
and even threw in the weights in between and the jump roping in between, like, I did it for myself to say, hey, Greg is like, I'm now 5 weeks in. I'm starting to not see you as the sole motivation, but now you're an asset.
Yes.
Like, the motivation's here now.
There you go. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I'm like, because in my mind, I work out 6 days a week now.
Yeah.
I take one day off.
Right.
Originally it was supposed to be Sundays.
Yeah.
But like I end up taking a different day throughout the week for some other reason. Either Jackson's practice runs late,
Right.
or
Yeah.
and I'm like, I get home at 9 and I'm like, I'm not fucking working out. I'll work out Sunday. So then I come home after this and I work out Sunday at 9 p.m.
That's what's up. Yeah. Either way you do it, not even
Yeah,
but
but
like
like
that.
this
Yeah.
Sunday I planned it because I knew I was coming from Frisco for tournament straight to here.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to go home and have to work out. So I made a point to do all the way through here. Me and Jackson went to the fucking fitness center at the hotel last night.
That's awesome.
I crushed a workout there, pulled out the mat, and I was getting it.
Yeah.
Jackson, me and him were working with the medicine ball. He's big on bouncing it to help strengthen his bounce passes. No, dude, I've learned now after 5 weeks, like, the motivation's there now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, working out for me now is not, I have to work out.
Right.
It's,
or like
yeah, like, fuck, man, I gotta go work out. I don't want to do this. It's not like that. And, Marshall, for like 3-4 weeks, me and him would work out at Planet Fitness. I had a membership.
I remember
and
you telling me something like that.
Yeah, and it was bring a friend for free. So, I told Marshall, I was like, if I don't have somebody that's forcing me to do this, I'm not going to do it. And we did for like, 3-4 weeks?
Yeah, a month or so.
Solid, we would miss a day here and there, but but even then, like, meeting Marshall at the gym, I was like, I don't want to fucking do this.
Right.
Like, I don't want to do this. But now it's like my mindset has changed to where even when I don't want to do it, my mind's not telling me you don't want to do this.
Right.
It was
so what was that switch for you? Because I know that we have specifically worked on like your own personal gratitude, your own personal acceptance of like your own awesomeness. Like really acknowledging that it is okay to see yourself as awesome, as like, I can
pinpoint
anything.
it to the day
Let's
of
go.
when my mind switched, when I showed you my bicep.
Yeah,
Because for the first time working out, I saw results.
Yeah, that's what's up.
And then what was it? It was like a week later, I had a pair of shorts on that I couldn't fit.
Yeah.
3 weeks prior, but now I had them on.
Right.
And like, I put them on. I think I brought them with me Friday or Saturday, and I had to crank them down even more to get them.
Damn.
And it's like, it's not like a big result, but I'm seeing them now.
Well,
And
yeah.
as opposed to when I was just going to the gym, I was working weights. I was working out wrong.
Mm.
It was like I was doing weightlifting trying to lose weight, and it didn't make sense, and I didn't understand that.
Right.
So when my biceps started poking out, it clicked, and I was like, fuck yeah, like, I'm seeing results.
Yep.
Like, my life is changing. And it was to the point, like, my kids were starting to ask me, Dad, are you working out tonight?
Yeah.
I'm working out tonight. Can I come work out with you? And I'm like, fuck, this is starting to... And then Ashley come to me, hey, I found this weight bench online for $40. Can we go get it? And I'm like, fuck yeah. And then, it was like one thing led to another. Mike was like, hey, I got free weights if you need them.
Yeah.
And I went and picked those up, and it's like, now it's become my atmosphere.
Right.
It's like, it's my life now. It's
Yeah.
not something I have to do. Like a lot of people say with dieting, the second you refer to it as dieting, you've already lost.
Right.
Because
Something
now
it's you're trudging through. Yeah.
Yes. But if you make it a life change and it becomes part of your life, you're set for success. Because like me, I've changed how I eat too. I haven't had a Coke in fucking
3 weeks now.
no, fucking tomorrow will be 5 weeks.
Yeah. Well, it was like 3 days after we started. I know that you said that you had you'd stopped drinking Cokes altogether. So
it'll be roughly it's over a month.
Yeah.
And now I've even gone as far as like I don't drink Red Bull anymore. I've switched over to Celsius, which is a sparkling water energy.
Yep.
0 sugar, way less calories. Fucking, and it does the same fucking thing to me
Yeah.
that Red Bull was doing.
By the way, I'm gonna tell you some news about that. And I'll give you something that you can use in alternative. Do you drink coffee, by the way, or do you
No.
like coffee? You don't.
I used to, but
I have something that I just started that I'm really liking. It's like mushroom coffee.
okay.
And it's coffee.
I can get
but
you that.
it is pretty awesome.
I don't trust yours.
I've been drinking that as an energy source or I was just kind of like helping just kind of boost energy.
Yeah.
But more so mentally, so cognitively. It has is one of many mushrooms is lion's mane, so it helps your brain function directly. But I'll bring it over tomorrow when we have our session. But maybe that could be something that you can try in lieu of
My thing is
Celsius.
like I can't do
Because
hot.
Celsius ain't shit. Don't drink Celsius. Y'all don't drink Celsius.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, I felt like I was winning
feel
by
like
switching
arsenic.
from Red Bull to Celsius.
If you like hard chemicals like arsenic and shit, then go ahead.
I fucking love them.
I mean, honestly, I
Okay.
love them too. But then I did some research. I just
Okay,
I just want.
then-
I'm just gonna drop this. I just drop this out there. Y'all do your research on Celsius. Just go, jump down the rabbit hole of Celsius, and see what you find. For me, what I found.
So I found
I don't want to drink them anymore. So
I found
haven't.
another one.
I won't drink it on the sheer fact
Nice,
that it doesn't
nice.
use the American standard system.
So
Nice.
I want to. So I found another one, and I guess I need to look into it. But Accelerator Active Energy is supposed to be all natural.
That one I have no idea about.
Okay,
I haven't seen.
I
any of that
listened
one.
to like Travis Kelce
Okay, yeah.
and Jason Kelce, the brothers. You
Yeah.
know, they have New Heights podcast.
I don't
Never
know.
heard of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
no,
don't know.
it's fine.
I don't think that's the one that I'm
They
thinking
only
of,
have the
actually.
number one podcast in the world.
Well, there's a lot of them that say I'm number one podcast
No,
in the world.
No, they
And-
literally have the number one podcast in the world. Like
Oh,
they,
nice.
they have
broke-
officially surpassed Joe Rogan. Like
What?
yeah.
Oh, Joe finally got dethroned. I still
But
love Joe.
fuck,
Shit,
that'll
did you
change
see-
next month.
By the
though.
way,
Did you
Joe-
see Rogan's most recent guest?
By the way, Joe,
Uh-uh.
I'm calling it. This is the second show that I am stating. I will be on your show. I want to meet you. I want to hang out with you. I want to smoke, a awesome cigar with you, and among other things. Let's go,
Yeah.
Joe Rogan. Put it out
Manifest
there.
it, man.
Exactly. That's what I'm doing. You know, like I'm gonna talk with
Yeah.
Joe Rogan.
Rogan
It's gonna be
had
awesome.
Terrence Howard on there.
No shit.
Oh
It-
yeah,
it
that was
is
a crazy.
fucking trip.
I've
Yeah.
seen,
All right.
I've
I'll
seen
have to-
clips of that episode.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch that because
What's-
I love Empire.
Are you talking about the
Yeah.
one that he's talking about the negative space between?
Yes.
Yeah. So it was really really interesting. He was talking about.
Did not know that Terrence Howard's like a fucking genius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He literally created a way to map.
Well, he
um,
constantly has to play
basically
fucking
matter.
gangster rappers
Yeah.
in everything he plays.
He
Well, he's not
created.
acting anymore. He's like,
he
fuck
gave it up?
acting. Yeah, he's like,
Uh,
I'm done with acting. I want to do what I'm
Well,
actually supposed to do.
he-
what I've
honestly,
always wanted to do.
He made such a fucking nut off Empire that he
oh,
don't.
gotcha.
Which he probably had money well before that too, but he constantly talks about how he was mistreated with Marvel, and that's why he didn't come back as Warhammer.
Right.
Which I go both ways on it. I'm like, you can't second Robert Downey Jr. and ask to make Robert Downey Jr. money. It's RDJ.
Yeah.
But then again, I feel like where he was coming from.
Yeah, no, he was not wrong in it.
Right. Well,
Yeah, no.
he's coming from like, listen, like you have no idea what's going on here.
Yeah.
They-
I mean, the man.
I am worth this.
What
much
they
money.
paid him was fucking atrocious.
Yeah.
He definitely should have made more.
But he's making money every day, all day. He invented fucking AR and VR technology.
Right.
Yeah, fucking.
So
yeah.
everybody that uses it is paying him.
And that's the thing is like you get to a point where you don't have to act anymore. You
Yeah.
don't have to be that
Well, yeah.
that slave to Hollywood anymore.
Exactly.
And I don't mean to use that term because he's black. I mean,
Well, I mean, that's
Right.
kind
But-
of like every citizen of this. I mean, we won't even go into that. But
you constantly
that's a
hear
rabbit hole
actors
in itself.
and all that.
But
who,
yeah, we all
I'm
slaves.
there.
Yeah,
I'm there
great,
with you.
great.
Well,
I'm
you
working
constantly.
on busting out the Matrix and saying
Have-
fuck all y'all
Uh-oh.
living off grid.
Have
and all
you
good
watched
stuff,
the
but, yeah.
American Society of Magical Negroes?
It's a real
Look,
show.
see, I told you you're not supposed to say that word. I told you that you're not supposed to say that word. They tried telling me last week that because they didn't use hard R, they could say Negroes. And I was like, you can't say that.
Well, first of all, we're also talking about the title of a show.
It don't matter. You can't say any form of the N-word if you're white, you cracker-ass honky. And I can say that because my trainer's black.
I'm telling you, watch that
Right?
movie,
That gives
dude.
me the pass, right? Because my trainer's black, I can say that.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
No.
I'm not going to get to any of that.
No, you have to confirm because I can't do it if I don't get the pass, and you have to give me the pass.
No,
Otherwise,
he
I
denies
gotta-
the
No,
whole
they're
thing.
going to come jump me. You got to give me
Hey,
a pass.
otherwise I gotta call
Hold
my
on.
niece and have an awkward discussion with
Hold
her.
on. No, listen. He can only.
I'm gonna be like, Sadie, you gotta give me the pass.
Wait, how am I going to give you a pass when I only got half?
That's
half
exactly
the-
what I was about
the,
to say.
you know,
No,
the
it's
car.
He can
I-
only.
I-
no.
He doesn't get the pass to say hard R.
Bullshit.
My mother
It's like,
is
no.
white. My
Hold on.
father is
No,
black.
no,
Okay,
no,
so I've
it
got.
counts.
I'm a mix. I'm
Are
an
you kidding
Oreo.
me?
You know.
You only have to be a 16th Indian to get fucking free land.
That's a
you
good
can
point.
be half black and say the N-word and hand out passes.
You can say
Like,
it,
You
but
can
you-
hand out passes like Oprah. You get a pass. You get a pass. Don't tell me that. Don't fucking know. I can justify it. My niece is black, and I have justified it
This
with
is
her.
great.
I think.
Okay.
I love
hold-
this. I love
so,
this. So
this
okay.
is what I'm saying. This is what I was going to say. He can only give you 50% of the pass. Then you have to call Sadie and get her to give you the other half.
She's
Which
not,
half-
I don't even think she's full half because
Well,
I
then
think
you
Okay, so
guys-
she
Will
got she
is-
got 25%.
No,
so
she's-
now you're at 75%.
she's at a
so
weird
you need to find
percentage.
somebody else.
She's
No,
like
she's a weird percentage.
17.5.
No, she's more than that. But I think Will he's half black. Well, she may be 25 then.
Yeah.
He's half black and then half white and half Italian.
Well, see, Greg can only
Nice.
give you
Yeah.
a pass to say "guh," not "gur."
Right. Yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
that's well.
That's
You know
all I
what?
need.
Here's the thing.
I mean, I say it
you don't
anyways
need
when
the
I
hard
listen to
R.
rap on the way here. You know, like
I said
Yeah,
it.
just
I
sing it
said
with
that
the
to. I said the GA to a black guy one day. He didn't like it.
I bet he didn't because
You
you
gotta
look
be
like
close with
fucking
him.
I
Ted
was,
Bundy.
or so I thought.
yeah,
But
no, you got to. You
He's
got
like,
to.
what you talking about with us?
pretty much.
Did you sell them weed?
Just because you're close physically doesn't mean you're close with them.
like
So,
real
okay,
close.
here,
I don't
now,
really
real
think-
close.
No, like no bullshit. Like all joking aside, like my true thoughts on like the whole like nigger thing, whatever. Like that.
Oh, hold on! You can't
Yeah.
say that on our
Bullshit.
podcast.
Well,
You can't say that.
I'm
We're
sorry.
gonna get canceled now.
He said it.
well, you
Mark
can
it.
bleep it out. He marked it. You
No,
can
I
bleep it
didn't
out.
mark
No,
shit.
it don't matter. We don't care.
Yeah, well, good because I don't give a fuck either.
Hell yeah.
And that's why I said it because it's a fucking word. So me and my wife were just talking about today. My mom back in the day would use Tabasco sauce or soap if we said fuck or if we said shit or damn,
Yup.
you know, that kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Wash your mouth out with
but
soap.
here's let's take a 10,000-foot view on that, guys. Like this is a vibration that somebody is using their natural right to use with the vocal cords that they have to formulate that vibration to come out as fuck. You know? Like,
Wow.
You said it twice.
I said it twice.
Damn it.
So, but here's the
All right,
thing.
you do have to cut the second one. I think we're only allowed one
Uh,
before
YouTube fucking
But okay, but check it
cancels
out.
the
Like and the
episode.
point that I'm making, and the reason why I want to make sure that I got everybody's attention right now
Yeah,
is,
no, you got
is
it.
that
You
good?
dropped
Is
two
that
hard R's, you got our attention.
I hope so. Is because anyone that is putting a energy on a word,
Yeah.
that it's somebody that's offended right now that heard that. Like, it's not my fault that person is offended. It is
Preach.
100% the person that heard it that chose to
Preach.
take the vibration here and go over here and say, okay, you know what? This is an angry
don't
thing.
like that word.
I'm going to put this angry thing to this. So
Yeah.
now I'm angry and it's your fault. No, actually, it's your fault.
You are the
Because
only one that
for
can
me,
control your emotions.
I say that anything. Everything that I say, I'm saying it and with the intention of I want you to understand maybe a different way of thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe it works for you. Maybe it doesn't. That's not where I'm coming from. That I know all the ways. I'm just saying, hey, maybe this way of looking at it, maybe you might see something that you didn't see previously, and at that point now you can maybe be free of some kind of like traps of I'm gonna get mad or I'm gonna get sad. People have these lists, these preconceived lists of like, so I'm going to be livid if this happens or this or this or this, and then don't mind that list. So then that list just runs rampant, and it's like a 50,000 item list.
That's how
Marshall looks so serious. He's like, I'm gonna say the hard R so many times now.
Yeah. He's gonna say it like, no, I didn't mean it negatively. You're taking it negatively. And then he's gonna get fucking stabbed or beat the fuck up. And he's like, what went wrong? But no. I get that, and that's exactly how we ended up.
Did you hear that? Nobody. Did you? Okay,
Did
good.
you say it?
Yeah, I said it.
God. Fuck. We're gonna.
That's the greatest.
I thank God.
That. Like,
No,
it was
hold on.
great. It was great.
I thank God you edit the episodes because he would have missed it completely, and it would have been left in.
100%. 100%.
But no, I wholeheartedly 100% agree with what you say, and that's how we come into cancel culture.
Yeah, exactly.
We're getting out of that.
Yeah.
To me, that is 100% why comedy right now is
thriving.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Comedy
Yes.
is thriving because we got so used to that. And now as more or less the majority of the society is like, fuck this dumb bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm done dealing with
Speaking
it.
of which, hold on, I got to plug this, and in no way, shape, or form are they affiliated with this podcast. But if you have not seen the show Tires on Netflix with Shane
I was
Gillis,
bring that up. Me and
It is
Yoko
the
watched
funniest-
it.
I've been contemplating.
Oh my
it.
it
God.
is the funniest fucking show known to man.
It was
Holy
hilarious.
fuck. Tires.
Shane-
So on top of the cancel culture, we all know about Morgan Wallen, right?
No,
What did he do this time?
The chairs.
Oh,
the
fuck.
chairs.
Have you
He
heard?
threw chairs off a building and I don't know if he threw it at cops, but towards cops. And he's
Have
caught a
you
lot of
heard the
backfire.
song that somebody made about it? I got you.
Fuck.
Okay.
I'm more offended by Post Malone trying to come off as country than I am.
No,
Because
I was more.
I don't give a fuck. You being raised in Grapevine, Texas, does not make you fucking country.
Sorry about
Okay,
that, guys.
Are you ready for this?
Oh, God, I don't know.
Oh, speaking of that, apparently Sean Kingston got raided too.
Sean Kingston?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
You're
what's that?
so beautiful.
That's
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah, he got raided
Why
by
we
the
can
FBI too.
never
Apparently.
work. Hey, you know what? Fuck you. That's the song I was going to bring up.
All right. You ready for this?
No. Yes, I have heard this.
Now I'm facing 1 to 15 years on 3 felonies. But that'll teach the mother stupid chairs not to mess with me. Cause I'm 1-0 in chair fights.
He's not going to see any time.
No. I think.
Yeah. I'm
thing
sorry. When he got to drop the N-word and get canceled and then win the CMT fucking Artist of the Year award the same year, and then look, he is the one who single-handedly took us out of cancel culture.
And that's where I was going
'Cause
with.
they
It's like,
worked-
cancel culture's over now.
Yeah.
Because if he'd have done that fucking 2 years ago,
Yeah.
he'd never sing another song again.
But see, would he though? Because I believe it was the fact that he was able to, and keep in mind, like he said it years before, and he didn't drop hard R, by the way. He grew up in Tennessee. He had a bunch of black friends. He used that word in passing.
Yeah.
And they were cool with it. Clearly, they were cool with it. But he was able to take the cancel culture of the pussies that live in our world today, and he was like, hey, fuck you. I'm going to drop 3 #1 fucking singles, drop a #1 fucking album, and win CMT award and make everybody else forget that I dropped the N-word and you pussies are fucking offended. You know, most of the people that are offended by this shit is not even black people. It's fucking white people.
Well, that's a point that I was gonna make. It's like the
Black people
fucking
won't get
crackers.
offended. They'll just beat your fucking ass.
Well, here's the thing. Why is it okay? Why is it okay for anyone? Let's take this 10,000 foot view. You know I like that.
Yeah,
I like doing that a lot.
100%.
Let's look way up here without emotion real quick. Let's just see what this actually looks like, right? So we're looking at this where words will make us physically hurt somebody, you know, and that just seems absurd to me.
Yes.
Even if you're talking about my mama, you know, like you can talk about my mama say the most just horrible shit, and I still have the fucking choice of letting it be like, oh no, I'm gonna fuck you up, or be like, okay, great. I mean, you're
100%
wasting
you
your.
talk about my mama, fucking throw a chair.
Honestly, hey,
I don't get it. Like,
so with the N word, it's because of how.
Well, I guess I get it, but you know
how drastic the history behind it was.
Right. Here's another thing.
Yeah.
Why is that the thing that continues to be the most prevalent slavery? Every single race has been a part of. I'm gonna slave you, or you're gonna slave me.
Yes.
It literally is a byproduct.
Somebody
historically from this person, this group of people has more power than this group of people, and they need to build some shit.
So Candace Owens brought it up on a podcast one time, and most fucking, you know, not to go political, but most Democratic fucking. Or most, I won't even say Democratic.
Wait, I have to put a pause.
Okay.
So I just got the "We are hungry!" exclamation.
Okay.
So my time is ticking. I can feel it now.
Yeah.
The energy is. It's
we'll
building.
end this.
Okay. Cool.
So most liberals will use the slavery thing to try and further their life. Candace Owens called it out and was like, "Listen, if you want to go on that." Why are the Irish not getting reparations?
Exactly.
Why are the Chinese not getting reparations?
Yep.
All of them were in
We
slavery.
wouldn't have train tracks if it weren't for them.
But the bottom line
Right,
is
exactly.
because
Yeah.
it didn't happen in America. And
Bullshit. It didn't
fucking
happen in America. Like,
Who do you
I
fucking
mean,
think built the railroad?
The railroads.
Well-
they had concentration camps for Chinese.
Yeah.
did they really? Fuck
yeah,
You were here to fucking make these railroad tracks. You're not gonna do nothing other than work and eat and work and eat. You know,
I don't drop the N word just because I have a black niece and nephew,
Right.
and I don't know what their stance is on it.
But
and
what
I'm
about
not.
what about like a WAP? You know, like that's another
Like a
word.
wet ass pussy?
You know, no. or like
Dago.
I
Let's
love
see.
that.
No.
Never offends me.
No. That's it's like a derogatory term for Italian, I believe.
Dago.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Dagos
that
is one.
kind of
Dagos or chink. I mean, there's so many other so many words out there.
Gook.
Or cracker or gook. Yeah, like there's so many
Well,
fucking
see,
words
us
out
white
there
people, we're so submissive to all the other races because
No.
We're at the forefront of all of the bad things that happen to the other races. that when somebody says cracker or honky or Wado or anything like that, we refuse to get offended by it.
No, because you're like, okay, yeah, you're right. I got
Shit,
you.
if a
we feel like and see this is what makes me fucking not popular in many views, because like if anybody were to bring up reparations to me, I would tell you to go get fucking bent, because for one, my family never owned slaves. My family was not rich enough to own slaves.
Right.
But even still, you're talking about 4 or 5 generations disconnected.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you a fucking dime of my hard-earned money because of what somebody's fucking ancestors did 200 years ago.
Exactly.
Get fucking bent, dude.
Yeah.
Like, quit. Most people, and this isn't just fucking, this isn't just like black people.
Yeah.
It's other races too. Like fucking Indians are that way. Fucking white people are the worst about it. Like trying to advocate for people who don't even want it.
Right.
Like,
Oh yeah, we pretend to care about so many motherfucking people.
George, what was his
Floyd.
George Floyd thing? If you notice, most of the BLM people were not even fucking black. They were white, liberal, young, 21, 22-year-olds who were just trying to have a voice because their fucking parents hate them.
That's
Yeah.
because it was a government
Fuck
conspiracy.
you.
Okay,
Fuck you.
so-
I'm not giving you my hard-earned shit.
We can't get him in trouble.
I know. I'm just saying. Sorry, I don't want to go on my diatribe. But it's
Get off
late,
your
you already
goddamn
did.
soapbox,
the
you
whole
fat bitch.
the whole negative connotation behind words.
Yeah.
This new generation that's coming up is going to be at the forefront of making that worse than what it is.
Right, and that's why
I
it's
don't
another
know,
reason
man.
why I do what I do with
It is.
the hybrid tumble, and I work with young athletes, and
You call them all the
whole
hard
reason.
R?
Straight up.
And ladies
Like-
and gentlemen, this has been Bohemian Chat City with
Desensitized. desensitize the word by calling all your tumble.
Every single one of them.
Yeah.
That's the wrong fucking flip.
You can't say it. God damn, now you know.
It's just a word, guys.
Yeah, that's exactly how I do it right there.
Fuck.
Bam, man.
I don't feel comfortable enough saying it.
All right, I love you
All
guys,
right, with
but
that being
I'm
said,
heading out.
cut
Oh my
to.
All right,
Hey,
so-
listen, hold on. I know we got to cut. We got to
Yeah.
bring you in for a third episode then
Absolutely,
because there's too much
absolutely.
that we've left open on the table
Oh my
that,
God, I
that I feel
know.
like we got to dig into.
Yeah.
We will get you on the books to come back in a few weeks.
Let's go. And I want to bring you on Hybrid Life with Coach Greg as well.
Let's go.
So let's go. You know, on both.
I'll have to,
Does that involve working out?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
So you
I'm
can
cool.
you can
I'm cool.
just
no,
sit
don't bring
and
Clint
talk.
on. Fuck Clint.
No, I like the absolute just from left field. It was
Yeah.
great. You know, it's
Yeah.
great.
But
Pedophile.
fucking thank you so much.
Exactly. Yeah. Like what the fuck?
Yeah. I want to thank you for coming on because, like I said, in this aspect, it was different because now you're not just coming on as a friend.
Right.
You were coming on as my life coach as well.
Absolutely.
And, you know, I love the fact that you were able to not accredit the shit I've been talking about the last 2 weeks since we've been back, but
Are you paying him for this session?
no.
no.
But we
No, this
we
is-
are going to fucking...
Yeah.
We are going to shout you out. We are going to fucking promote the shit out of Hybrid Life.
Oh, absolutely.
Everybody
I
I,
appreciate
talk to,
that,
dude,
absolutely.
like
I don't
talk,
even fucking work out and I promote it.
I talk about,
I love it. I love it.
and it's not just the working out, but I talk about just the changes you've made in my life. So much to fucking everybody. Like my sister-in-law wants to come do a workout with me just
Let's
to
go.
see it. So I talk you up so fucking much. You honestly are fucking like one of the foremost important people in my life now.
Man,
And
that's
fucking
I feel that.
like,
that hit hard.
I
Jesus
hired you-
Christ, just fucking make out with him already.
Fuck you. I hired you to help me get healthier, but now it's like I worry about the day that I don't, because you said your main goal with this is to eventually get to one day where I don't need you.
Exactly.
And I hate to think
Realize
about
that
that
you-
day
yeah.
because I fucking, even our sessions, even the bullshitting that we do in between, I enjoy so fucking much.
Yeah, I feel
Like
that,
I look
yeah.
forward to Mondays and Wednesdays because I know I get to hang out with you and
Yeah.
fucking, like, you are such a close friend of mine now.
He
Like
doesn't
so
ever
much.
say shit like that about you, Marshall.
Yeah, I do all the time. I just don't say it on the podcast because what me and Marshall have is private and nobody else. They don't have a right to hear how much we love each other. Fuck them. Fuck Clint for trying to fucking put a divide. But no, it was so much that I was so appreciative of Greg and the impact that he made in such a short time that like I gifted him a watch out of my collection.
Which is a badass watch. I'm just gonna say, like, I love that.
Yeah,
I love that watch. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I want to say the necklace he's wearing.
I find that more
Yeah.
offensive than
Right?
using the R,
No,
the
hold on,
N-word,
hold on.
okay?
He's like,
Let me
"Whoa."
say, I was very selective on the watches. He did not get my birthday watch.
He
That
better
is-
goddamn not have.
That is one of 3 watches, one of 4 watches that I will never.
Well, yeah,
never
you
get rid
gotta
of.
have that, like, those special things.
Marshall
Yeah.
Marshall bought me a watch for my birthday.
A very expensive birthday watch.
Yes,
That's what's up.
like
Yeah.
to the point where I felt guilty accepting it.
Yeah.
Because
This
I
was
like,
not a fucking knockoff cheap watch. This was a fancy fucking
hey,
watch.
it's an Invicta.
Oh yeah.
He got one of my Invictas. He got one of the ones that I bought though.
Those are
like
sexy.
looking
Sexy.
at my watches, I was like, yours. I was like, nobody's getting. Like Jackson will get that watch when I die. So
Yeah.
don't feel bad about
No,
that.
when you die, it comes back to me. I don't want that little shit show having it.
With how I'm treating
Why, so
my,
that you can
Hold-
die
hold
with
on.
it?
Hold on.
That's funny.
So how I'm treating my body in my life and how you treat your body in your life, you're gonna die before me, and that's okay. We've accepted that.
We need to change this, Marshall.
I already told Marshall it's only a matter of time. He's gonna be on the hybrid program. And
Yeah.
it's only a matter of time. He's going.
100%.
Yeah.
But I just like, I just want to thank you for coming on and fucking and sharing your fucking wealth with the people. And this is a very minute amount of wealth that like I get. he
Just your
shares with me on a week.
fucking downright positive attitude.
Like you notice how you've worn off on me is like now I'm so fucking like gratitude is huge with me.
Yeah.
Fucking positivity is huge with me now. Minus Clint, like fucking Clint could get hit by a train, and I wouldn't even go to his funeral to piss on him.
I hope so.
Clint won't even. If I somehow miraculously die before Clint, he won't be invited to the funeral.
As long as
You won't be invited. You're not invited.
As
We
long
won't
as I
even
can
tell
get
him I'm
some
dead.
sort of negativity
Yeah.
in his life, I win.
Yeah, but we're gonna bring you back on, man. I thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come sit down with us and hang out. Fucking, do you guys have anything?
No, I just want to say
Nah.
appreciate you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Great to see you again.
It's been a pleasure,
Yeah.
honestly.
absolutely, absolutely.
I want to kind of let everybody know.
Plug what you need to plug.
Camera's
yeah.
on you, bro.
I just want to let everybody know thank you again for allowing me to be here. This has been a lot of fun. Definitely a cool roller coaster of different rabbit holes that I love.
Not a pedophile.
No, none of those. And you know, for you, Andrew, I really appreciate you being an awesome client to work with. But I want you to understand, and I want everybody to listen that's listening to understand that I'm really not doing anything other than helping you see what's already there. I'm not doing anything other than just helping you see yourself.
But there's a lot of
the-
people out there nowadays that won't do that.
Truth, and you know, and that's the beautiful thing about what I do and why I do what I do is all of us came to this planet as unconditional love, as wonder, because we couldn't skip the baby process, you know. And I don't know about y'all, but I've never seen an evil baby. So
Let's not go down that rabbit hole.
okay, listen, we're not
That's a whole another hour discussion.
we're not talking about like you know in
Hitler?
behavior or what. Okay, again, I don't feel like Hitler was evil, but evil incarnate. I feel like again that person, just like all of us.
So what
are
you're saying
born-
is Hitler wasn't wrong.
No, what I'm saying is that when Hitler was born, he was not wrong.
No, I got
What
you.
I'm saying is that when
He's
all
trying to
all of
trigger
us,
somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just trying to trigger somebody.
absolutely. Well, all of us are born unconditional loving. All of us have to learn our personalities. We create it. It's an absorption of our surroundings, our parents, our the people that we look up to, all of that good stuff. So I'm just there to help anybody that is feeling fed up with their life or fed up with the way their life is going, to help them realize that they are still in control. They're the ones that created the shitty life in the first place.
Yeah.
So
Love
because
you,
created
but that was
it,
the message. Hurry the fuck up.
that was
Oh
definitely
yeah,
the
100%.
message.
That's what
Yeah.
that was.
Listen, check out the merch, bohemianchatcity.com. We're going to share Coach Greg's links. Also, if we can, we'll share Braden's link too.
Yes,
If you're wanting to get
yes.
curb work done, he does awesome work. The link will be in the description. Fucking just go check it out. If you want to hire him, if you're local, fucking he will hook you up, make your fucking curb look awesome. Greg, we thank you for coming on. I will see you tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Fucking, I love you guys.
Love you too.
Marshall, I love you the most though.
Love you too, Andrew Chase.
All right,
Well,
we're
I
out.
love y'all, and there's nothing y'all can do about it.
There you go.
Later.